Marvel Rivals had some of the most clear balancing bias that I've seen in a very long time. And it was very apparent with the emergency patch notes that they launched a couple of days ago, where they essentially buffed all poke and they nerfed some of dive, including like heroes that finally had a chance to shine, even if it's not dive, like Iron Man, and they buffed the supports again. And the reason why I want to say that it's very clear this season more than ever, right? I know people might say, like, if you're watching, you might be like, you just realized this now? I know this is something that we've all as a community have known for a long time, that it does feel like there is very selective balancing, that Netease just wants some heroes to be good, and they want certain other heroes to not be good. It does genuinely feel this way, and this isn't like a dive versus poke discussion. This is a bit more broader than that. I think the case study I want to use for this example, or like the first example, the most important one I want to give, is freaking Iron Man. Freaking Iron Man, all right? Iron Man has been bad, okay? He has been so bad for God knows how long. He had one season in the game where he was meta, and this was like in the early phases of this game. I can't remember what season, but it was somewhere in between like season 1 and season 2. It was so early. And he had one season where he was really good, and it wasn't even because of Iron Man. It was a team up with Hulk. Gamma Uni Beam. It was a team up with Hulk. Now, he has never even, let alone being meta, okay? He has never even been good, okay? Good since that season. Like, good. Not even just meta. Like, anything below a respectable tier since that season. He has had clear issues of them adding more and more gun heroes into the game. And now, if for those of you guys that weren't here during that season, he was meta. If you wanted to play Iron Man, you had to ban Hela. Hela was the hit scan poke that would gun you down. Okay, that's what this was. She was a hit scan poke, and she would gun you down. Now, you could ban Hawkeye, but depending on the season, Hela was often more than a threat, and also players didn't play Hawkeye as much. So even though Hawkeye might have been as much of a threat, people wouldn't play it as much. Now, fast forward to now, you can't feasibly ban out all of the long-range poke that is now in the game. You cannot do that. And they've, as the season's gone on, they have still failed with any of the, although minor, with any of the buffs they've given him over these seasons. They have still, to this day, failed to address the main reason he is so weak. And it's that literally everyone kills him. Divers can feast on him really easy. Brawlers can feast on him really easy. Any gun hero in the game can feast on him really easy. In fact, I think he could probably get 1v1'd by an Invis with an Invis shield in point blank range. If you put an Invis standing behind your shield and an Iron Man, screw it. With his Thor team up Unibeam, Invis probably kills him before he breaks through the shield and kills her. Not to mention Luna Snow has more range and more damage than him. More range and more damage and more survivability. Luna Snow versus Iron Man. Luna has more damage. Luna has more range. Luna has a CC. Luna has more survivability, and she can heal. And you look at Iron Man, he has nothing. He has literally nothing, and it's been this way for so long. And it does make me wonder, has Netease like preemptively decided that this hero can't be good? And if so, why? There's so many ways that they could buff this hero in ways that are very simple. Look at how they addressed Torch. Torch is a very good hero now, guys. He's a very good hero. A lot of people were crying when they first changed his movement ability to a dash that gives him movement speed. But seeing after that patch came out, people realized how wrong they were. Torch is now a really good hero. Look at someone like Iron Man. He has been ignored for so long. And imagine you are someone that plays Iron Man. You're someone that plays Iron Man. And you look at these patch notes. The season comes out. You have this Thor team up. And it's really good. Guys, I said on my day one stream, I might have an Iron Man arc. It actually felt so good, that Thor team up. It actually did meaningful damage. Enough damage on day one to kind of account for your lack of everything else, okay? Because you have nothing else, so that even your ult is so easily countered by literally everything in the game. Hell, guys, even the Cyclops ult, okay? The Cyclops ult has 2 phases. The first phase of it breaks every shield. And the second one does damage, like over half of someone's HP. Iron Man Doesn't break shield. Like, God, for like, his ult doesn't even break the damn shield, okay? It's so garbage. It's so garbage. Your entire ult can be avoided by literally everything in the game. And even more things can avoid it now. As the seasons go on and we keep getting more heroes. Hell, even a Black Cat's immunity frame or Star-Lord could even backflip his freaking ultimate, man. There's so many things that nullify. And so imagine you're Iron Man and you have one singular day of feeling good about your hero. And then they immediately nerf it. All this hype for Season 9. All this hype. It's going to be the best season ever. You read the patch notes. You're a bit worried because they nerfed his base, but you look at the team-ups and they're giga strong, not broken. They're giga strong. They're really strong. They make Iron Man have meaningful damage. One day into the patch, they buff every hero that has already been broken since the game came out, and you are looking through your glass window from far away, wondering why is Netease treating you this way. It's kind of ridiculous. They buffed Phoenix, they buffed Cyclops, God, this actually blew my mind. The two changes that blew my mind the most, guys, is they freaking buffed Luna Snow. They buffed Luna Snow. They buffed Gambit. And the same patch note nerfed Iron Man, okay? In the same patch notes, guys, in the same patch notes that we're all looking at, while Gambit and Luna Snow are extremely powerful heroes that you want to ban and are extremely frustrated playing, and a hero like Iron Man that is for the first time since like Season 1 or Season 2 had one singular day where people felt like he might, maybe be good this season, immediately nerfed, and then they buffed Gambit and Luna Snow. I thought Netease changed with this patch notes. I did, guys. With Season 9, when it came out, all of us were really excited, and I'm still having fun. I am still having fun. I even still have fun playing Iron Man occasionally. Like you guys saw even today, you guys that watch my streams, every now and then I'll just pull out Iron Man and do surprisingly well. Like he's not that bad. Like he's not F tier. He's like a solid maybe C. Okay, maybe a solid C tier. As always, I'm still having a lot of fun with this season. What I'm talking about in this video doesn't change the fact that I'm having fun with this season. But what I am saying is that Netease has chosen yet again in the most anticipated season since the game launch. In their biggest season since the game launch, they couldn't even wait one goddamn day before going back to exactly how they were before. It's a little bit sad, and maybe you're watching this video and you feel like dive is really oppressive, and it is, and for a lot of ranks in the game, okay? I've talked about it in many of my videos before, but it is true. Dive is really powerful in quick play, in low rank, and in console. Relative to mid to high elo on PC is where dive really struggles and starts to suck, is mid to high elo. And there's another more nuanced take, which is that dive is only good because of dive tanks. Dive tanks are really good. If Captain America and Venom weren't in the game, dive would be horrible. Borderline unplayable if you took out like Captain America and Venom for the ranks of mid to high rank in PC and in pro play. But besides all this isn't just about dive, okay? This is about the heroes that once again, Netease has just decided you're destined to suck. You are destined to suck. You're destined to never be good. And it's kind of tiring. It's kind of tiring, especially because Iron Man in particular, okay, Iron Man in particular is iconic. Okay, this is Iron Man. He's freaking iconic. Now, I will give them credits. They finally came around with Black Widow, and now she's actually a good hero. She's actually a really good hero. I've yet to see a Widow that's not on a losing team, that's losing really bad, do really well. You give a Widow like a nice pocket or a damage boost, and they're really freaking good. But with Iron Man, as iconic as he is, he's a freaking Iron Man, one of the most beloved, well-known heroes in all of the Marvel Universe. And he gets completely ignored like this. It's kind of tiring, and I'm genuinely surprised that they came out with that day one nerf. It shocked me so much. Now, the worst part, guys, is like this is something that a lot of us can see so clearly. This isn't the nuanced dive versus poke discussion, right? It's not as nuanced as that. where certain heroes are dominating in different elos and they're weaker in other ones. It's not something as really nuanced as that. This is something that is as clear as day, where someone like Iron Man is just, he just sucks and he needs help, and it's so easy to do it. They realized it with Torch. I don't know why they're ignoring Iron Man like this. It's been how many seasons? I don't understand. Is one singular skin more important than making the most iconic hero in this game playable? Is one singular skin, like, imagine they took just a little bit of the resources they put in on like the new Mantis skin in the battle pass, and they put that little bit of energy towards Iron Man. Like, they could even go with the lazy route. They could even go with the lazy route and not even add a new ability like a dash, not change any of existing mechanics, but just tune numbers. They could even do something as simple as tuning numbers, making it to where an armor overdrive, he maybe has a damage reduction, or maybe an armor overdrive, he moves a little bit quicker. There's like, that way he can, like, in armor overdrive, maybe while he's firing his unibeam, he could move quicker. That's like a very quick thing I thought of up top of my head, that maybe that could help him to actually avoid some damage. Or a million things. There's like a million different ways you could do this that are so simple, and I don't understand why they're not doing it. Even something as simple as buffing the missiles for when, because like the missile, like, how can they let an ability like the missiles be so non-existent since launch? His ability to fire his missiles has not been, like, it hasn't even been an ability since launch. Like, how can you have an ability that useless and never receive changes since launch? It's like the selective bouncing is crazy. And then you have heroes that are not meta but still good, not meta but still good for one day, immediately buffed. Heroes like Luna Snow that get duality dance, okay? Like, look at Luna Snow's team ups and compare it to some of these other heroes on the roster. Luna Snow's base team up for Adam Warlock is duality dance. You pop it, it consistently heals you, and you can basically 1v1 any diver in the game, okay? You can 1v1 any diver in the game. It's exceptionally powerful. It turns you into a monster. Not only do you have your freeze headshot combo, which insta-kills anything in the game, you now have duality dance, and so now you can cycle that together. Cloak and Dagger gets a 3-second immortality that also heals everyone around her. So it's not even a trade-off. You don't even have to make a trade-off of, do I save myself here because they're targeting me, or do I heal my allies and save my own protective ability? No, you just pop it and without thinking, and you heal everyone around you. And it's on like a 20-second cooldown, I think. It's on a 20-second cooldown. You look at how powerful these two abilities are. And then you look at a hero like Iron Fist, for example. You can name tons of heroes, okay? You can name tons of heroes. This is just one that I can know off the top of my head. I'm sure you can all think of one right now. You look at Iron Fist. His base White Fox team up is like the most depressing crap I've ever seen. If his base White Fox team up was all we had, this hero would literally be dead. He would be dead. If his base White Fox team up, if that was all Iron Fist got, he would be borderline dead. Like, he wouldn't even be playable. Thankfully, we were recovered with the Thing team up, which makes him okay. Okay, it makes him okay. It's flashy, but it makes him okay. But, like, compare a 30 damage uppercut to a 15-second cooldown immortality, okay? That lets her 1v1 any diver in the game. You look at Iron Man, he gets a slightly larger radius on his beam. He gets a slightly larger radius on his beam. When he's already C tier. Like, he's a C tier hero, guys. He's a C tier hero. C tier. And what Netease gives him is a little bit larger radius on his beam and a couple seconds off his armor overdrive when Thor is on the team. For a C tier hero who already sucks. And then you look at Luna Snow, who's already meta, and she gets a double the power ability. 15-second cooldown lets her 1v1 any diver in the entire game. 15-second cooldown. Oh, and if there's no divers in the lobby, oh, that's fine. You can go with the White Fox charm, which, by the way, the base effect of the White Fox charm on Luna isn't just a charm. You simply press the ability and you remove any CC in the entire game that's on you. You get Strange ulted? You can't get Strange ulted. You can't get Thing ulted. You can't get Spidey pulled. You can't get Mantis slept. You can't get Luna Snow froze by another Luna. You can't get literally any CC in the game. That's what she gets. It's really sad to see. And guys, I don't want to make like a super negative video, but like it is the truth. I am just speaking the truth in this video because I am still loving the season. I know people don't really want to talk about maybe a lot of the negatives when they're having fun, but this is something that genuinely frustrates me because Iron Man is a hero that I've wanted to have fun playing. I've wanted to. And on day one, I was like a kid in a candy shop that like finally got the lollipop. I was like, Iron Man's finally viable. He actually felt really fun. And they day one nerf him. It's wild and it's so disappointing. That's all for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and turn the bell for notifications so you can see when my next videos are. As always, guys, take care.